Hello my lovelies, thank you so very much for joining me today. I'm so happy you're here. I hope you're all doing really well. Today's pick a card reading is their secret feelings for you. So we're going to be exposing their true feelings for you, getting messages from their higher self and looking at the energies surrounding this connection. So I cannot wait to jump in. Let's take a look at the groups. Group number 1 is the raw aquamarine. Group number 2 is the crystal geode. And group number 3 is the celestite. So take as much time as you need. You can pause the video if you need more time to make your selection or meditate on the crystals, but listen to your intuition. Choose by your inner guide and not just by sight, and that will give you the most accurate reading for you in your situation. Okay, but when you've made your selection, your timestamps are in the description box below this video. Hit your timestamp and I will see you in a moment. Hey everyone, welcome to your reading to everyone who picked group number 1 and the beautiful raw aquamarine. It is such a special piece of my collection. I just love it so much. I haven't had it out for a while, but it is truly magical. Excuse me. Before I jump in, I do just want to let you know that my new book is now available. It's been out for about 6 weeks. It's called Reunited. Get your ex back with the law of attraction. So if you are in no contact, if you are in separation, if you have broken up with your person, then this book is definitely for you. It's a beautiful combination of kind of practical advice, very 3D earthy advice to really help you through that difficult time, and all the manifestation tools and hacks and information that you need to get back together with your person, okay, so that they are chasing you. That is all linked in the description box if you are interested, if that's resonating with you. But let's jump into your reading. Let us see what's going on for you and how they feel about you right now. I want to be more than friends. This is so nice. So perhaps you've been in the friend zone, or they put you in the friend zone, or you're just kind of getting to know somebody like this. This is definitely a sign that they want to move it into the territory of something more romantic, okay? So I'm definitely seeing that, but it's definitely what I'm hearing from Spirit is progress, okay? So maybe you're just getting to know each other. Maybe it's just a crush. Maybe they've been keeping you on the back burner, or kind of a friends with benefit situation, but the message here is really that they want to progress this, that they want more, okay? This is a message from their higher self and how they truly feel for you, okay? They want to progress this. The timing wasn't right for us, so I feel like this hasn't developed in the way that you'd hoped or expected, right? And there was something about the timing, okay? Perhaps you had a lot on your plate, or your person had a lot on their plate. What I'm hearing from Spirit is there was some sort of other connection involved in this. Not necessarily a third party, but maybe some unfinished business or some other connection that they needed to explore, or that you needed to explore, something like this. So it seems like this connection is a little bit out of alignment, and your person really kind of recognizes that. So they're kind of saying to you, look, it's not you, it's not that I'm not attracted to you, or I didn't think this was a good idea. It's just like this energy of just like things not quite lining up, or not feeling easy, not flowing for you guys, okay? The goddess, this is so beautiful. This is really saying, regardless of your gender, this is just like the energy of receiving, that yin energy, okay? This is really saying, look, I think you're amazing. They find you very attractive, very elevated, right? Like this, they see you as kind of exactly as their kind of dream man or their dream woman. They've got you up on the pedestal, definitely. What I'm hearing from Spirit is sensuality as well. So that attraction is kind of very essential. They love the way you look, the way you smell, the way you move, your whole frequency, your whole vibe, okay? Sorry, I've just got a hair in my mouth. So yeah, I'm hearing as well alluring. They find you very alluring. You're very magnetic, okay? I feel like maybe you've been working on yourself, on your self-concept, on your own magnetism, and your magnetism is increasing. So you're sort of drawing this person into you, okay? Oh, they see your value as well, is what I'm hearing from Spirit. So maybe they didn't see your value before. They thought of you as just a friend, or a friend with benefits, right? But they're seeing your value now. This is what Spirit is saying, okay? You're becoming elevated. There's this energy here as well, because she's naked, of just, sorry, I can't pick it up from my desk. That of authenticity, right? Of kind of being naked with each other in that way, in that physical way, but also being vulnerable with each other. They feel like they can be their authentic self with you. They feel like they can be real with you, okay? That's what I'm seeing here. So there's a lot of kind of truth in this connection where you show up for each other in a way that perhaps you don't show up for other people, right? You know, we all have personas that we use, perhaps with our friends or with family or with strangers or with our work colleagues, right? We all show up with these different facets of ourselves. But with you two, it's very true, okay? What you see is what you get when you show up for each other, when you're in each other's company, when you're in conversation, when you're sharing time together, right? You show up as very authentic, very true, very real is the message that I'm getting from Spirit, which is really beautiful. Inner child. Powerful messages coming through for you guys in group number 1. So I feel like there is a lot, the imagery on here is so beautiful. Okay, so there's something about compassion and gentleness in this connection, okay? Again, this energy of vulnerability, because you see them as how they really are. They can't show up with a mask. They can't show up with a persona because you see right through it, right? This is what I'm getting. And so this makes them feel, I don't know, just like you see right through them, you see the real them, and it's very beautiful. So there may be some mirroring in terms of like the inner child healing that you're doing, the kind of inner child issues, okay? And there's something about you and this person which is triggering some sort of reflection or healing, right? Because I feel like you mirror this in each other. Maybe you come from similar backgrounds or different backgrounds, but your backgrounds, your childhood experiences have a similar energetic frequency, okay? But definitely, you know, and that there are some themes that you both experienced, okay? Maybe the mother wound or the experience of abandonment, something like this that you both have. So I see that here. Let's see what else we've got, and then we'll jump in to your tarot. It's definitely an interesting connection. Yeah, look at this. Depth. So beautiful. This is the Galaxy of Lovers Oracle deck, I think. I can't remember, one of the Lumiere decks. So yeah, this connection again is progressing. It's going to new depths. It's going, their feelings for you are deepening, right? Again, it's an indication that this has a very, that you have like a very strong, deep connection with one another, right? Maybe you talk about things that you don't talk about with other people to one another. They open up to you in a way, or they want to open up to you in a way that they don't with anybody else and have never done with anybody else, okay? I feel like you're quite a deep person, right? That you think about things, that you're very considerate, that you have like a wide emotional range. You're able to connect to a lot of emotions, and you are, excuse me, inviting your person to do the same thing, okay? To really connect to their inner depths, okay? So this is like a deep connection sexually, intellectually, like in terms of ideas, in terms of your conversation, in terms of the way that you see the world and they see the world, okay? So it feels very special, right? And your person sees you as very special in this connection. Right, let's jump into your tarot and see what's going on for you. Yeah, I feel like your person is open to you. They're open to your energy. They're very attracted to you, very drawn to you. I see Leo and Sagittarius energy showing up straight off the bat. I see 4-4. So 4-4 or 4-4-4 may be a sign for you in this connection. This is Spirit really talking to you about this connection. If you see that those numbers, I feel like they're not really expressing themselves how they feel at a deeper level at this time, although you're feeling it energetically and psychically and spiritually. I feel like they may have ghosted you or gone quiet or said that they needed some time or some space, but their energy is still open to you for definite, okay? You've definitely given them a lot to think about. You know, they've had to kind of maybe they're considering kind of changing their ways. I see this person as maybe they've shown up in the past as someone who's a bit of a player, right? Or who is quite superficial in terms of their connections with people, or perhaps just wasn't looking for anything serious. That's what I'm seeing here with your person. And yet it has given them pause. It has given them kind of food for thought. And they're just like, do I really want to be this person? Because they're open to something more. Again, in this spread, I really see that they maybe have been treating you as a hookup or as a friend with benefits or something like this, as somebody who's kind of in and out in your life, and not being particularly consistent, okay? That's what I'm sensing. They like to control things though as well, as what I'm seeing here. I feel like their behavior sometimes seems a little bit chaotic, a little bit ungrounded, right? And yet they have this, that's too many, they have this propensity to perhaps want to control the situation or control other people. That doesn't necessarily mean that they're a super bad person or that they are personality disordered. We'll take a look. It just kind of means that they it's like a coping mechanism or something like this that they use to stay in their comfort zone and to feel safe. But I definitely get an energy that they're sometimes a little bit ungrounded. Let's see what else has been going on for you guys. Aquarius here really strongly. I see them not speaking up. There seems to be a lot of communication in the 5D but nothing in the 3D. So I'm really sensing that this is a person who's giving you very little communication, like not much to go on is what I'm hearing from Spirit. Or they've kind of been silent, or there's no contact here is what I'm saying. I feel like the feelings that they have for you haven't been spoken about as well. That's a very strong message that I'm getting. It's just like they're keeping it under wraps, or they've told you something which isn't true, okay? They may have said that they don't feel anything for you, or that they just want to be friends, or that there's nothing between you, or that they don't care about you anymore. But this is a lie. This isn't the truth of how they feel, because they do love you. They see you as somebody who's very special. They see you as somebody who is very gentle, very healing, who has brought a healing grace into their life. I feel like this is somebody who is, you may be talking on social media, or you may have met over social media. They're definitely very curious about you, okay? I see them really like checking you out. They're looking at pictures of you on their phone if they have some. They're looking into your social media to try and get clues as to what it is that is going on for you. They're really hopeful that you have feelings for them, okay? Is what I'm seeing here. I feel like they're lying. They're either lying to you or they're lying to themselves, okay? They're lying to themselves about the depths of their feelings. There may even be a lie that they told you which they kind of regret now, and they're hoping that you can forgive them. They want forgiveness for an untruth. So it could have been like a direct lie, or they could have like lied to kind of cover themselves in some way, because they know that something looked bad or that you wouldn't like it. But again, what I'm hearing from Spirit is like being evasive, right? Trying to avoid talking about the deeper things, trying to avoid talking about their deeper feelings, right? Trying to avoid you because it makes them feel uncomfortable, because you're inviting them to kind of level up and to step up out of this player energy and really be someone who can be, more than that, because you see their potential here, okay? Oh my goodness. Pisces energy showing up here, Gemini energy as well, really strongly. You may be dealing with a Pisces or a Gemini. This whole situation has really pulled the rug out from underneath them, whatever it is that's going on between you, right? I feel like maybe there's a breakdown in this connection or in this communication, and I feel like that was to do with them not letting you in, okay? Not letting you connect to them, trying to keep you at arm's length, not letting you in about how you were feeling, or excuse me, how they are feeling about you, right? That's some of the energy that I'm seeing here. Again, there's this energy that they've kind of been keeping secrets, or just trying to keep you at arm's length, like emotionally, psychologically, spiritually, just like, because that is their comfort zone. If you get too close, they get a little bit triggered, is what I'm seeing. So they like to kind of be a little bit mysterious, a little bit evasive, kind of keep things under wraps a little bit. But the truth of it is that this connection And the kind of promise of this relationship or connection that you have with this person has really pulled the rug from out underneath them. They're having feelings that they have, you know, in this depth that we had, these deep feelings that they have never experienced before, okay? And that this has really tuned them into a new bandwidth of connection, of feeling, of really seeing somebody else and feeling seen and heard by another person. And they haven't experienced this before. And this has really rocked their world, okay? They're just like, I don't understand this. There's a strong energy that they just don't understand these feelings that they are experiencing or understand this connection, okay? That's what I'm seeing here. I'm being called to draw from this deck. So yeah, there's soulmate energy here or twin flame energy very, very strongly, okay? What I'm hearing is that you're two of a kind as well. So you may have a lot of similarities externally or internally, right? Or personality-wise, or to do with your experiences, right? That you have found. I'm hearing that you've found each other as well. You've been like, you've magnetized to each other's frequency. It's why you've been drawn into each other's lives. You're kind of woven into each other, okay? You're very, very similar. They're struggling with this. There's something here which has really caused them to kind of rethink things, is what I'm hearing from Spirit. I don't want to take that one because I haven't asked the question yet, okay? Let's see. Yeah. There is so much stability here for them and so much specialness. I see 1111. That may be a sign for you in this connection as well. The thing, gosh, sorry, I'm getting so many messages all in one go. So again, there's this energy that this is a soulmate or twin flame connection. I feel like you had a past life connection. If that's the case, you will feel very familiar to one another. Right, there is an energy here of them wanting to reunite with you if you've been apart, right? If you spent time apart or if your lives have gone in separate directions, they want to reunite with you. They see you as very special. They've got like a lot of very gentle, loving, compassionate energy that they have for you. They're unsure. They're very much up in their head about things. They've got a lot of anxiety about this connection, right? There's been some deep triggers here, some deep fears, right? Around kind of this new way of relating to you, new way of relating in relationship, okay? There are a lot of triggers around that. And it's just like, can they overcome this? So they're very much, there is some anxiety around this for them. They're very much caught up in their mind. If they're thinking about reuniting with you or coming towards you, again, there's a lot of anxiety here, but they want to get closer to you, right? They feel very close to you emotionally and energetically, and they want to get closer to you. They want to create relationship with you, maybe move in with you, right? Take this to a higher level of commitment. I see this all over your reading, okay? Yeah, they're fighting within themselves. They've got like an inner resistance. They want to come towards you, and yet they're stopping themselves from doing that. Okay, they're completely hung up on you. You are all that they can think about. You've definitely turned their world upside down. This has been like a big, what I'm hearing is momentous shift for them in terms of their life, the way that they see relationships. You're like, nothing is the same again since they've met you, since they've had these experiences with you, okay? So they're very much stuck on you. They're very much bound to your energy, okay? They love being with you. There's such a spark of beautiful attraction between you, and that spark has been lit, but they want to come towards you, and yet they've been resisting doing that, resisting coming towards you, reuniting with you, taking this further, you know, taking those steps to progress this, okay? They feel like you may be resistant as well. So some of what's stopping them is that they feel like you may be resistant, like that you might give them a hard time if they come towards you after what it is that they've said and what it is that they've done. They're worried that you're going to give them a hard time, and you know, maybe they deserve that. Maybe they deserve to be given a bit of a hard time, because I feel like they've given you a bit of a hard time, right? Like they've not made this easy for you is what I'm saying. They have not made this easy for you. This hasn't been like an easy flowing kind of connection. This has been something where it's been like unnecessarily difficult or unnecessarily complicated. Okay. I see Virgo's energy here as well. Oh my goodness. Okay, so look, you have the Two of Cups twice in your reading. So 2-2 or 2-2-2 may be a sign for you. Two of Cups twice, definitely soulmate, definitely twin flame. If you're wondering if you're twin flames, this is a sign from Spirit that you are. Okay, so I see that here. They're making a decision. Yeah, 2-2 and 2-2-2 is a strong number for you here. They're making a decision about whether to stay or to go with this. I feel like they have invested in you emotionally, right? And they cannot walk away from this, is what I'm seeing. So they're in this, it's what I'm hearing as well, is that it's a pivotal moment for this connection, for this relationship, and that this is something that they're going to find that they have invested so much in terms of their heart, that they're unable to walk away from this. Okay? But it's something that they've been thinking about. They're just like, they're in this energy of like, should I stay or should I go, right? Should I pursue this and pursue a relationship with you, or should I kind of let sleeping dogs lie and kind of move away from this? But they just can't, is what I'm saying. They just can't, because you're so spiritually bonded to one another. Let's see what else we have for you. Settling. There's this fear that they have within them about kind of settling. They don't see, they see you as very elevated, okay? And maybe in the past they felt like a little bit stagnant in a relationship, or they see that like their parents' relationship or something like this, is what I'm hearing, kind of went stale. Like they stayed in the relationship and it became like, it's just an example of the energy, but I just feel like there's somebody in their energetic frequency or in their experience whereby they saw somebody, or just even a friend or a sibling, where they've just seen somebody settle, and this is like, it's something in their energy frequency where they're afraid of doing that, of kind of the fire going out, of kind of settling, and so they're just like, oh, it's better for me to live on the surface and be superficial and just be a little bit here and a little bit there and a little bit with this person, right? This has kind of been their safety mechanism. This has been their comfort zone, but you have invited them to move away from that now and to consider something richer, something deeper, something more nourishing, okay? But that's been a fear for them, right? It could also be that they've been in another relationship where they were settling for second best and they didn't realize that until they met you, okay? Regret. So powerful. Your person has a lot of regrets about something that they've said or something that they've done, or the way that they've shown up for you. What I'm hearing from Spirit is what they regret is how you see them. So if they've shown up as a player and now you see them as a player, they wish that you didn't see them in that way, through that light. They wish that you saw them as somebody who was relationship material, or somebody who was more solid. Okay, so it's like you've seen their shadow aspects and they regret that. Spirit is calling me to draw from this deck. They regret that now, that you have seen them through that light, or that you've seen their shadow self, okay? Intimacy. Very powerful, like physical connection between you both, and that intimacy really talks about that connection that you have where you're able to see them clearly, right? And that you see each other in a way that is very open, that's vulnerable, that is very true, that's very authentic, okay? That we were talking about in the beginning. And what they're finding is that they don't get that level of intimacy with anybody else, and it's not something that they've ever experienced before, okay? Patient and strong. Okay, I feel like this is your energy, that you've been very patient with them, that you've kind of really remained very grounded and just kind of let them kind of do their thing and work stuff through for themselves. And that is like a testimony to, your own strength, the spiritual work that you've done, your own growth as well. Controlling their emotions. So I see that here so strongly in your reading, that this is what they're doing. Okay, they've got so much that they're trying to keep a lid on, with you, right? I just feel like when when you do connect, you connect at such a deep level, and yet it scares them a little bit and they pull away. But this is someone who has, you know, they wouldn't need to control these emotions if they didn't have strong emotions for you. If they didn't have like a strong depth of feeling and love for you. They wouldn't need to control that because they'd be indifferent. But this is someone who's got really strong, passionate feelings, and they feel that those feelings would be too much or overwhelming or unacceptable, or that they'd be too vulnerable to express themselves in that way. So there's this energy of trying to play it cool, trying to keep a lid on things, right, all the time, a lid on their anger, a lid on their frustration with themselves, a lid on the love that they have for you. Like this is what I'm seeing. It's just like this pushing down. It's rising to the surface, they're pushing it down. It rises up, they push it down. And you may be seeing that in their in the way that they connect with you, which may feel very confusing because you're just like, I feel like we're so close and we're getting closer and we're making progress, and then they feel distant. But this is like the emotional roller coaster that they're going on, and then that is reflected in their behavior. Okay, it's been quite a deep reading. That's everything that I have for you. Those are their secret feelings. If you want to find out more about this connection, I do recommend getting a private reading with somebody who can connect to your own energy. I recommend Psychic Source. They're an amazing platform. They're very friendly, lovely people over at Psychic Source. What I love about them is that they are all vetted, right? So all the psychics on that platform, they're not like other platforms where just anybody can go on there. All those people have been interviewed and vetted for their gifts, right? So that is really beautiful. Psychic Source are offering Lumiere subscribers their first reading for just $1 a minute. So it's a super amazing way of getting a longer reading and having your questions answered for an absolute fraction of the price. It is the cheapest deal out there. It is super amazing. So if you want those questions answered, you know, is this my twin flame? What is the block? Are we going to be together? Are they in my future? Then a Psychic Source advisor can really help you with that. Okay, so check that out. It's linked in the description box below this video if that resonates with you. Remember the rules though: choose someone with a 5-star rating and lots of experience on the platform, and also know that they offer a satisfaction guarantee. So if you're not happy with your reading for whatever reason, you can get another reading with the psychic of your choice absolutely for free. So you cannot say fairer than that. But I'm sending you lots of love and blessings. I look forward to seeing you again soon. You take care. Bye bye. Hey there, my lovelies. This is your reading for everyone who picked group number 2 in this incredible white crystal geode. It is so magical. I absolutely love it. Let's take a look, find out what their secret feelings for you are, their messages from their higher self. I cannot wait to do this reading for you. We'll begin with some oracle cards, and then we will jump into your tarot. Okay, so let's take a look. See what it is that we've got. I wish I had treated you better. So this person, it feels like they have stepped out of their integrity a little bit, maybe not acted in their highest integrity. They have done something that they regret. Okay, that could be that they've been, you know, a bad boy or a bad girl, you know, really kind of done something to kind of hurt you, or just that they didn't show up for you in that way, or just some kind of missed opportunity, okay, where they knew that there was something here between you and yet they didn't kind of act on it, is what I'm hearing from Spirit. For some of you, not for all of you. Look at this. I know that I crossed the line. Okay, so if this is your reading, this is, you're dealing with somebody who has really kind of hurt you and has done you wrong. Now, if this isn't your person, or what I'm hearing from Spirit as well is that they've disappointed you. So, but if this isn't your reading, then, you know, please choose one of the other groups that perhaps you feel called to, or another reading. Spirit does want to connect with you today, but this is quite a specific message that's coming out for whoever I am connecting with right now. So it says, I know that I crossed the line. So what I'm hearing is that they pushed you like to your limits, okay? They didn't respect your boundaries, they messed you around, okay? They knew what your boundaries were and they deliberately crossed them, okay? But there is a strong energy of regret now that they have done this, okay? I don't know why they've done this. We'll take a look more about kind of what's happened or why they've done this. I feel like they're disappointed in themselves, the way that they've behaved, the way that they've shown up for you. They feel very disappointed in themselves and in how things have turned out, or how things are as they stand with you right now. Okay, so This could just be a single argument for some of you, universal heart. See, from the higher self, they do have these feelings for you, and yet there's this strong energy of self-sabotage from your person, okay? So I feel like you just have like such a big heart that you love them so unconditionally, but you've just got to be careful about your boundaries when you are so compassionate, when you are so gentle, when you are so loving, so genuine is what I'm hearing as well, that is something that is easy to take advantage of. So it may be that you need to tighten up your boundaries a little bit. I know that you've got your boundaries, but are they a little bit flexible? Okay, you want your boundaries to be made out of steel, right? Not to be elastic. Sorrow. I am not surprised to see this. I just feel like your person really feels sorry for themselves, that they feel a lot of regret about this, that they're crying bitter tears about whatever it is that they said in the heat of the moment, whatever it is that they did to you. They know that you were worth so much more, that you absolutely didn't deserve it. I feel like, that whatever they've done to you, this is absolutely no reflection of you, of your worth, of your value. You know that. You don't need me to tell you. But what it is a reflection of is how they feel about themselves, okay? And they're trying to make you feel as bad as they feel, okay? So they've got some unhealed wounding, some issues, something like this, that feels like very uncomfortable for them, and they're trying to play like emotional hot potato, where they're just like, I can't handle these strong feelings, I can't handle this shame, I can't handle this guilt, I'm going to try and like put it onto you, right? I feel overwhelmed by it, and because you're there for them, and it's like that energy of we hurt the ones we love the most, right? So it's not because they don't care about you, or you're not worthy, or you're not amazing. I'm feeling like for some of you, there is an energy of self-doubt here, right? When usually in your life, you're very confident, you know who you are, and yet there's something about this that has kind of undermined you or made you doubt yourself, or just in this moment right now, as you're watching this, you're just like, did I not do enough? Did I not express my love enough? Was it me? Did I trigger them? No, it is absolutely not you, and you need to know that, okay? So your person has got like a self-sabotaging streak. It doesn't mean that they're a bad person. They could have just been triggered in the moment. This could be a blip, like a temporary thing, or it could be more of a pattern in their kind of behavior, in their personality, how they deal with things. But we'll take a look at that as we go on as well. We have the card Union. Your person really wants to be united with you or reunited with you. I feel like you're still very much connected. Maybe you're still together and kind of working through so I'm seeing something like a rocky landscape, you know, kind of working through those issues together, those kind of ups and downs, those struggles, right? Or there is an energy here that they want to be in a relationship with you, that they want to be together with you. They don't want to be apart from you because they feel a lot of regret about what it is that they've done if they have pushed you away, okay? So that's what I'm seeing. Let's see what else we've got. Healing. Again, not surprised to see this. This is from the Galaxy of Lovers Oracle decks, one of the Lumiere decks. Healing is coming in for your person, for you. I'm really seeing that you're kind of going to be able to heal this misunderstanding, this argument, this rift, this separation, this distance that you have, okay? I feel like the dust is really settling here. I feel like your person has learned a very important lesson. This is what I'm picking up from Spirit, that they have learned a very important lesson around this. Whoever I'm connecting with, like I was saying, it's quite a specific message. But whoever needs to hear this, then this is for you. Your person, this is like been brought to the surface for a reason, okay? It's come to the surface so that it can be fully seen, so that they can gain clarity around this aspect of themselves, this issue or this propensity to self-sabotage. It's come to the surface for healing, okay? Let me have a sip of my tea. This is a juicy reading, you guys. Spirit always gives me like the deepest messages. It's never surface level with me over here at Lumiere. I don't know why. Okay, let's take a look at your tarot and see what's going on for you. Wow. Powerful, powerful energies coming out here. I see Virgo energy really strongly. You are their perfect 10. Oh my goodness. They think that you are amazing. They are just... I am getting chills, you guys. Your person has been released from some sort of bondage, right? Heyo. No, but like seriously, just some kind of limiting belief that was really kind of keeping them in chains, that was holding them back. right? From being successful in relationships, from making a success of this connection with you, and they have released that now. It's just like they have cut through the crap, they have cut through that limiting belief, okay? They have had like an expansion in their consciousness, right? And they understand better now. So they have this clarity around this situation about them, right? Self-responsibility is what I'm hearing. They're not trying to blame you. They're not trying to blame anybody else. They're just like, wow, I get this now. Sorry, if you're listening to headphones, that was probably a bit much. I'm just feeling a lot of power behind it. It's just like a big breakthrough for them in their own understanding of who they are. And what they understand is that this connection is really, really special, that you are really special, that you tick all the boxes is what I'm hearing, that they don't want to lose you and that they want to be with you forever, okay? This is the realization that they've had regarding any kind of difficulties that you've been having, right? A breakup, a breakdown, trying to work things through, all of that, okay? This is what's come out of it. What I'm hearing from Spirit is something good has come out of this. So it may have been a challenge, it may have been a bad time, may have been very emotional for you, but something good is coming out of this. Powerful energies to open your reading. Okay, they are done with being a player. This is what I'm seeing. If they've been showing up for you in a way that has been very inconsistent, I see Leo energy here and Sagittarius energy as well. They are done with this, okay? This is a transformation that they are going through. I feel like if you've been trying to manifest them into being somebody who is more consistent, is what I want to say to you, because I feel like you can see in them that they can be so much more, okay? That they can be so much more than this superficial person or this person who's inconsistent, who cheats on you, who messes you around, who gives you crumbs, who isn't consistent, right? You see that they are so much more than that, that they have such a beautiful heart, that they have so much love to give, that there is so much potential in this connection. If you're trying to manifest like a different version of your specific person, if you're into that, then this is a sign from Spirit that you can do that, okay? So if you hold them in your heavenly vision, I like to call it, if you hold them in that true vision of how you would like them to show up for you, then you will be able to manifest that, okay? But your person has everything that they need in order to be able to change, okay? And what I'm seeing here is that, yeah, they've been a little bit superficial, although there's definitely a player energy here of them liking to get attention from lots of different people, of not wanting to commit to anything, right, of being in and out of your life, but they are done with that now, okay? I feel like maybe you did assert your boundary over this, okay? And maybe you've rejected that part of them. You're just like, I'm not up for this, okay? This way that you show up for me, I'm not up for this. Okay, I'm not playing games. I'm not up for you showing up for me in this way where I just get crumbs, or that doesn't meet my needs, or the way you tell me that this is just a hookup or friends with benefits, or let's just keep it, let's not label this. You're just like, this is a big no from me. Okay, and they have taken that really hard. If you've, been like, yeah, I am asserting my boundary now. Maybe you didn't in the past, or it took you a while to kind of figure out what was going on with them because it was so confusing. There's this energy now of just like, yeah, I am asserting my boundary. And this is like blindsided them. They feel really kind of rejected by that. They feel like they can't believe it. Like maybe they underestimated you a little bit, right? This is what I'm seeing. You've blindsided them. Let's see what else is going on. Yeah, they're healing. I see Pisces and Sagittarius energy here. You may be dealing with this Pisces or a Sagittarius energy. Things are coming into greater balance. There's a lot going on energetically that you can't see, right? That's happening in the 5D, right? There's shifts and changes. It's very powerful. This is a big change for them, a big inner shift within them. I feel like you are harmonizing your energy with their energy. Okay, there's a leveling up process going on, but it's all happening behind the scenes is what I'm seeing here as well. At this time, what it is that they're going through, what it is that they're processing. So they're kind of assimilating a lot of different energies, a lot of their emotions, a lot of these experiences, and ultimately they're learning a lot from you. Group number 2, they are learning a lot from you about kind of how to show up to relationships, about how to behave, right? Right? They see you as like a spiritual guide on their journey from their higher self. They know that they can learn a lot from you. That you are kind of more experienced in life or more emotionally mature, something like this. So like through you being very grounded, you can kind of lead the way for them, and they are willing to learn from you. And ultimately what I think is really beautiful is that they want to work on this. They want to work on this aspect of themselves, which is their shadow self or their weakness, in order to kind of make this work. Okay? So I see a lot going on beneath the surface. I see a lot of assimilation here, and I feel like this is going to make them more cooperative with you, okay? That they want to be able to find a middle way, that they want to be able to find compromise, right? That they want to be able to meet you where you're at, okay? For some of you, you may have a baby with this person. Not for all of you, it's just something that I'm seeing here, that you may have created life with this person, you may have created a baby with them, or you may want to have a family with them at some point. You know, you see them as someone that has that potential. Not for all of you, obviously. This is just a general reading. Okay, let's find out what else is going on for you. Powerful energies. 222 is definitely going to be a sign for you in this connection. No doubt about it. If you see 222, then that is a sign for you from Spirit about this connection. Okay, this is your angels and guides talking to you about this connection. So I see soulmate energy here, Gemini's energy showing up here as well, maybe Cancer's energy. What is it they want to say? So yeah, I see soulmate or twin flame energy here showing up. They want a relationship with you, okay? They want to see if they can make this work, if they can progress with this. They see a lot of an opportunity for a relationship here. They see a lot of potential here, and they are decided about this. Yes, things have really been up in the air for you. Yes, things have been stressful, they've been rocky, and yet you're putting that behind you now. What I see here is you moving into calmer waters, right? Harmonizing with each other. Harmonious energy is so important between two people. Harmonizing the situation, a lot of compassion, a lot of forgiveness, right? Which is really beautiful. And being able to kind of move forward with that tentatively, okay? Just kind of being like, yes, I see that there is potential here for a relationship, for something more, for us to grow, and that there's a lot of possibilities here for us to explore, and that they want to do this. They're sure about what it is that they want, and they want to make you a priority, okay? So they want to make this relationship or this connection a priority of something that they experience with you, okay? So that's what I'm seeing here. Yeah, I see that they have a lot of shame around this, about kind of how it is that they've behaved. I feel like they may have been triggered, right? Through jealousy, actually. There's some kind of energy of envy or jealousy, right? Maybe it was just kind of jealousy because they don't like you talking to other people, or what it is that's been going on with things, or that they get triggered into jealousy quite easily, or that they're envious of like something that you have, or they feel intimidated by something that you have in your life, that you're kind of getting your life together, that you're working on your goals, that you're quite sure of yourself, that you know who you are, okay? Something like this, they feel quite envious of that because they don't feel as certain, they don't feel as grounded, okay? And this is part of their shadow self. But again, it's something that they are healing, it's something that they're prepared to leave behind. It has created a block for them in the past, right? It has created a block for them in the past where they haven't been able to see things clearly because they've been blinded by their own jealousy that they've had around this connection, right? Yeah, this is I just keep getting the same message really strongly, that jealousy is an issue that keeps like rearing its head, and it stops them from building like a solid foundation with somebody because they get triggered into this jealous energy, okay? And it's stopped them from being able to progress this connection. They may not talk to you about this because they may feel a lot of shame around it, but this is what I'm seeing. They feel like they may have pushed you. They don't feel particularly confident because they feel like maybe you're not open to them anymore. It could be that you've blocked them, or you've gone no contact, or you're not engaging with them, okay? They feel like perhaps they have pushed you too far away with this, that, you know, that they've gone too far is what I'm hearing from Spirit. And so they don't feel very confident about how you feel. They're very much in the dark, is what I'm hearing, about kind of like how you feel about this connection, about what it is that you want. They're really unsure about that, okay? But they're definitely in an energy where they're more balanced now, where they know what it is that they want, that they've been able to do some healing work, okay? Oh my goodness, you guys. I see Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Air, Aquarius energy showing up here really strongly. More Gemini energy as well. Look at this for the outcome of your reading. The Lovers, the King of Cups, and the Star. How powerful is that? You guys are blowing me away with this. This is a very, very strong spiritual connection that you have with this person. It's very beautiful. Very special, mate. I'm hearing like once in a lifetime as well. They have deep feelings for you. It's a deep spiritual connection. You're bonded together with one another. You're destined to be in each other's lives, to have these experiences, to help each other to grow. Soulmate, twin flame energy here. You're really helping this person to heal. Just your own energy, the way that you show up for life, the way that you hold yourself, your poise, the way that you deal with things, okay? They've learned a lot from you. You've really helped them to heal, is what I'm hearing from Spirit. You're helping this person to become this King of Cups, not a gender-specific reading, but to connect to who they truly are, to this loving, emotionally mature person who has a lot of depth to them. You're helping them to connect to that when they have been afraid of that side of themselves, that facet of themselves, okay? And they may have denied that part of themselves because it felt unsafe for them to be so vulnerable, so open and so loving. But I see that they have deep, true, authentic love for you, that they are very hopeful that you will accept them, that you will have a relationship with them, that they can be together with you, that you can exchange and experience love together, okay? So this is the future. This is a powerful union or reunion that I see. This is someone being very authentic, very honest, very genuine. They see you as somebody very special, who is their friend, right, who really listens to them and who wants to hold you in their heart, in that special place of kind of really seeing you, of listening to you, okay, of exchanging that intimacy, you know, the intimacy, not just physical intimacy, but intimacy of two souls who are connected. This is what they want to experience with you. And they are so very, very grateful for the lesson that they have learned as a result of these experiences and as a result of you being in their life, okay, what it is that you have shown them, okay? That's everything that I have for you in this reading today. It's been amazingly powerful. Thank you for being with me and sharing your beautiful time and energy. Do give this video a like. I really appreciate it. It's a beautiful way of supporting free tarot here on the YouTube. Also, if you want to find out more about this connection, I do recommend getting a personal reading. I recommend Psychic Source. They're such an amazing platform. They're very friendly over at Psychic Source. And what I love about them is that all their psychics have been vetted. Okay, so they've all been interviewed by the company to see, you know, to connect with their gifts, right? To see if they are gifted and if they are genuine. And not all platforms, that's the only platform that I know that does that. All the other platforms, just anybody is allowed to go on there. So Psychic Source are offering Lumiere subscribers their first reading for just $1 a minute. It is such an amazing deal. It's the best deal out there, particularly if you want to get a longer reading, if you want to get all your questions answered. Is this my twin flame? Are we destined to be together? Will we get back together? Do they still love me? How do they feel about me? What are the blocks to our union? How can we work this out? All of those questions can be answered. They've got really gifted psychics over there at Psychic Source, so check that out if it resonates. But please remember the rules. Choose someone with a 5-star rating and lots of experience on the platform. They also offer a satisfaction guarantee. So if you're not happy with your reading for whatever reason, then you can get another reading with the psychic of your choice absolutely for free. But I'm sending you lots of love and blessings, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. You take care. Bye-bye. Hey everyone, this is your reading for everyone who picked group number 3 and the beautiful celestite crystal. It's so sparkly and amazing, beautiful, calming energy from that crystal. Okay, let's take a look at their secret feelings. Let's find out what's going on with your person. I'll be looking at the lighter aspects and the shadow aspects as well of this connection. Also, if you feel called to, please check out my new book, Reunited, Get Your Ex Back with the Law of Attraction. It's a beautiful mix of practical things that you can do and also all the manifestation hacks and tips for manifesting your ex back. So if you are separated with this person, if you're in no contact, then this book can definitely help you. People have been getting amazing results. Okay, let's take a look what's going on. Future. Okay, so I feel like the future of this connection really hangs in the balance. You're thinking a lot about the future and your person definitely is as well. So it's just like somebody in this connection can really see a future together, or maybe you both can. We will take a look at what's going on. So it feels like there's a lot of energy projected into the future, that the future is kind of, that there are issues around the future and like whether or not your future lives will converge, you know, whether you can be together for the long term or be together in the future. Let's see. Third party, powerful energies coming out for your reading today. So definitely a third party influence here. If this is the case, it's something that you already know about or suspect. It's something that you're dealing with, that there is a third party energy in this connection. So it could be that it's quite a kind of complicated entanglement. For some of you is what I'm getting here. So that is interesting. Remember that third parties can, it's just a third party energy. Obviously we're just starting the reading, so we'll explore this further. So that energy could be family responsibilities, work responsibilities, a friend, right, who's kind of interfering in things. You get the card magnetic jumping out as well. So there is like a powerful attraction between you. I feel like you're drawn together to one another. I feel like perhaps for some of you it's the case that you're kind of drawn together despite yourself, or just like even though you don't think it's necessarily a good idea, right, you're still kind of drawn into each other's orbit. So your person finds you very beautiful, very attractive, very elevated. Okay, they want to experience you is what I'm seeing here. So could also be, what I'm hearing is that this third party energy could be in the way. So it's just like, you know that you're attracted to one another, but they're dating one of your friends, or they did date one of your friends in the past, and that's making it awkward. That third party energy can show up as like it's a workplace romance, and that third party energy is that you're not allowed to have office romances, something like this. So I feel like there's some kind of external energy which is a barrier to you, but it could be somebody else, and if that's the case then you already know about this. Okay, so that's the issue here. I love you unconditionally. A beautiful message from your person. They just love all of you, right? They love your shadow aspects that we all have, right? They love you on your off days. They love you when you're struggling. They see all of you, and they love all of you just as you are. You don't need to be anything other than what you are. You don't need to wear a mask with this person. They just love all of you, right? So there is this unconditional love here that they have for you. I look for you everywhere. So powerful. So whether you're together or you're apart, this person is always kind of searching for you. They think that they see you. They get lots of signs, is what I'm hearing from spirit. Okay, they get lots and lots of signs about you. Angel numbers, songs that remind them of you, things that trigger memories, right? Things that you know, perfume as well is what I'm hearing, that smells like you, or whatever. So yeah, that's what I'm seeing. Enchantment. Yeah, they see you as very magical. Again, it's kind of chiming in with that energy of being magnetic. I feel like you have put a spell on them. Like it doesn't matter what happens or how far they go. It's just like they see you as like really up on a pedestal, as somebody who's like got the X factor, who's very kind of unique and special. There's nobody else like you. There's nobody else who does it for them like you do. Okay, you have them under your spell. So you've got like a certain amount of control here. I feel like you are in the driving seat of this connection, celebration. This is so beautiful, the beautiful dove of peace here on this card. So a white bird or a dove may be a sign for you in this connection, but something to celebrate here. You may have met at a celebration, a party, a barbecue, a wedding, something like this. I'm getting that as a message for some of you, but definitely this is a connection that's elevated, that you can afford to feel good about, right? That you can afford to kind of celebrate. There is joy coming in for you in this connection is what I'm seeing as well. So if you've been through separation or difficulties, I see an end to that. I see lighter energies coming in. Excuse me. Something to feel delighted about is what I'm hearing. Something to feel good about. Some joy coming in for you. Harmonious energies. A message of an apology as well is what I'm getting for some of you, if that is needed, if that's what you're hoping for. Sorry, I'm just moving a bit. I'm just nearly leaning over and I'm not quite in the frame. Right, let's find out what else is going on in your tarot. Oh my goodness, they want to come towards you with a message. They want to offer you love. I feel like they've been keeping their feelings under wraps for quite a long time. Perhaps it hasn't been appropriate for them to kind of speak up about their feelings. They're planning this and you don't know it, okay? I'm feeling like this would be the last thing in the world that you would ever expect for them to appear, but I just feel like they're going to appear on your doorstep or at your office or in your neighborhood, something like this, okay? Or they want to arrange to come round and talk to you because they want to talk to you in private and they want to make you a love offer. I see Pisces energy here very strongly. I see 1111 as well, so soulmate, twin flame number as well. They want to offer you a relationship. They want to offer you something stable. They definitely want to get closer to you. There could be an engagement here or a marriage. I've got to say that. They could be preparing or planning to ask you to marry them, to propose, right? That's what I'm seeing here. I've got to say that. It looks like that very strongly, that they're planning a proposal, or it's something that they think about at this stage, okay? It's something that's in their energy frequency that they've definitely imagined, that they've kind of gone through their mind, like, how would I do this? Is what I'm seeing. Definitely wanting this to go to a higher level of commitment. They've got a lot of love for you, right? Let's see what else is going on. I see Virgo's energy here really strongly. I feel like there's an energy here of innocence, right? That I'm seeing. So, and I'm getting this from your person, right? That there's something about their energy where they're quite idealistic, right? Or a little bit innocent in the way that they approach things, right? Or that they approach relationships. Maybe they haven't had a lot of experience. Maybe they're very young, or they're a little bit younger than you. Or you're still at the early stages of kind of relationships, something like this. I feel like despite the fact that you have been through some stuff in your life, maybe you've had some bad experiences, or this could resonate vice versa. It could be your person. They're still willing to kind of, they haven't been tainted by those experiences is what I'm hearing, okay? I feel like your person is learning a lot as a result of this connection. They're very open-hearted is what I'm seeing as well. They've got like a really open heart chakra, okay? They're kind of, you've awakened something within them, something, these feelings are really blossoming within them, okay? They want to go on this adventure with you is what I'm seeing as well. I see Leo's energy showing up really strongly in your reading. They are 100% open to this. I see so much celebration here. I really feel like they're going to say something to you or come to you with a message that makes you really happy. Just like, yes, you're my person. Yes, let's move in together. Let's be together. Let's get married. Let's start a family. Let's have a relationship, whatever it is, okay? This is waiting in the wings for you. So this is energy that's just kind of lining up, ready to come in for you. Stay in high vibration. You know, imagine what it is that you want to experience in this connection. Their heart is very much open to you, right? They're very much willing to kind of go with the flow and see how this unfolds. I feel like your person is quite happy-go-lucky, right? They don't dwell very much on the more negative aspects in life. You know, if something gets them down, it doesn't get them down for very long. They're able to kind of come out of that. They're always quite positive. They're looking for the best in other people. They look for the best in a situation. They're looking for the best in this situation. This is somebody who's like very authentic, right? For some of you, this could be someone who's neurodivergent, like someone who is like slightly on the autistic spectrum. Not for all of you, just for some of you, okay? It's just a tiny percentage of you that it's just a message that just came up. But it's somebody who has like a happy disposition, that things don't get them down for very long, that they're always looking for the best in life. They want to get the best out of life, the best experience. I feel like this is somebody who's very family orientated, who would like to have a family or just like being around family, that has a big family or a lot of siblings, something like this. Or you do, and they really appreciate that. They definitely want to get the most out of this connection with you. They want to experience this fully, is what I'm hearing. Their heart is open to you. You may have met this person in the summertime, right? Or you may have summer birthdays or something like this that may be significant to you, okay? You may have a child with this person, or they want to have a child with you, okay? Or start a family with you. If you are at that stage in your life, they see you as that kind of marriage material or long-term relationship material, or kind of someone that they could start a family with, right? They're very much in this energy of just going with the flow. They just trust life to take care of them and for things to unfold, right? And they do that despite their difficulties, or despite, you know, their experiences that they've had, which have been challenging, right? That they have been through. They're still kind of determined to make the most out of things, or despite those things, they still want to make the most out of things, or they still have a happy disposition, right? I feel like they can make other people laugh. They don't take life too seriously, right? They're looking for stability, though. That's very important to them. They make space for you as well, like energetically and spiritually. They have space for you. They want to create space for you in their life. Like, and emotionally, they want to create space for you. And they create this beautiful energetic space for you to be yourself, for you to show up in a way that's authentic, you know? Excuse me. Some people can be very controlling or manipulative. This is just someone who just like, they just want to let you be who you are, for you to express yourself authentically, and they absolutely love that about you, okay? So they see you as very special, very magical. They love you exactly as you are. They love to experience your authenticity, right? I feel like you're both very authentic people. I keep getting that message. Yeah, this is so beautiful. Again, there's this energy that they're just like, they can't believe it. It's just like there's this energy that they can't believe their luck, that they can't believe that you are into them. They can't believe that they've met you. I feel like this is a past life connection, that you were not necessarily together romantically, but you were kind of, you're like kin, you know, that's the word that I'm getting. You're kind of soul tribe, soul family from a past life, okay? So maybe siblings, something like this. I feel like this, you could be their first love, or their first real love, or their first real relationship, or it could be the case that what I'm seeing is that you were together maybe when you were at school, or when you were at kids, or when you were at university, something like this. Maybe you had like a romance with them, or they had a crush on you in the past. This is what I'm really seeing, that they had a crush on you in the past and you didn't know, okay? Maybe they just knew your family or were from your neighborhood. This is someone who clocked you, who knew about you, who was aware of you and had this crush on you. And maybe you were too young, or it wasn't the right time, or you were with somebody else, right? So it wasn't something that they pursued, okay? But yeah, this is like, there's a lot of flirtation here. The feelings that they have for you has really kind of taken them by surprise, okay? That's what I'm saying. It's a very spiritual connection. Feels like just very gentle, like very safe. This person, or the love that they have for you, feels very gentle or very safe, is what I'm seeing here. Yeah, they're really hoping, they want to work on this connection, right? I see that here. I see Aquarius energy really strongly. They feel like they're hoping that you will choose them, right? They feel like they've got some work to do to kind of work on themselves or to work on this situation is what I'm seeing. But they are hopeful, right? They're hoping that you will choose them, okay? They feel a little bit confused about this connection right now. They feel confused about kind of how you feel. But they have so much here where they get butterflies in their tummy when they're with you, when they get a message from you, when they see you, okay? They really enjoy getting those messages and things like this. This is something that they're prepared to meet you halfway. They're prepared to put the effort in to kind of build something for the future, okay, to develop those relationship skills as well. They see you as very, very special and very elevated as well. You kind of, you shine is what I'm hearing. So it's just like nobody else compares to you. Yeah, they're 100% open to your energy, okay? They really love you. Again, there's this energy that I see Libra's energy here showing up really strongly, Pisces energy again as well. So yeah, they love you for the long term is what I'm hearing. They would love you for a lifetime if that's what you want. Again, they see you as very elevated, somebody who they could start a family with, somebody who's very, very beautiful, someone who's compassionate, somebody who brings a lot to the table, right? Like just they feel like no one else is for them. Right? If there's been some kind of third party energy or you've been in another connection, it's just like they have chosen you. You are the chosen one. They're just like, that's my person, right? That's the energy that I'm getting. That's my person. I feel like there's something here where that feels quite intense for them. They've had to maybe keep that a secret a little bit, or they keep some of their fears hidden, right, from you. Or they keep their feelings hidden from you a little bit because they don't want to scare you or kind of make you run away from doing that. They really fear losing you as well, okay, is what I'm seeing here as well. They have like a fear of abandonment, a fear of losing you, but they really see you as somebody who's like long term, right? Long term, they're just always going to love you. If you're together or if you're apart, they're always going to love you, right? Is what I'm seeing. They're 100% open to you. There's no resistance here as well. So if there's been some resistance in the past because it was like a little bit of an entanglement or a confusing connection, or they had some inner resistance due to their own fears, this is something that they have let go of now. Okay, they've completely let go of that resistance, and I see them being really open to you. The world is your oyster. So powerful. This is from the Myth and Fire Oracle deck, one of the Lumiere decks. If you're interested, they're all linked in the description box. So they want to travel with you. They want to experience life with you. They feel like they've got a lot that they want to share with you. Right? This feels like a very positive connection. It feels like a very healthy connection. Okay? Like, it's just like whatever you want. They want to make you happy is what I'm hearing. They want to make you happy. They want to make this work. And it's just like whatever you want that will make you happy. If you express that to them, then they will make that happen. Okay? That's what I'm seeing. Desire and yearning. So powerful. So this person is craving you. They want you. You're on their mind. They think about you all the time. They're lusting after you. They're yearning for you. Let's get some messages, see what else we have to see from your person. Spirit saying, choose the blue deck. Let's take a look at these ones. They just want to be with you, be in your energy, experience your energy, be around you. When they're not around you, they just long for you so much. Inner child. So beautiful, this beautiful image of this kind of bridge, you know, or just like a little jetty diving in. So yeah, I feel like again there's this gentleness to them, this innocence to them, okay? Maybe they haven't, you know, they haven't gone through that process of collecting a lot of baggage or holding on to a lot of resentment, or you know, having really bad experiences in love or from their family. So and it has kept them like quite pure of heart, or you are. These messages can resonate vice versa, or you both are, that they're quite, there's this purity here that I'm getting, that they're quite pure of heart, okay, that their heart is very open, that they show up in a way that is very true, very authentic, they have like a childlike wonder about life or new things or you or this connection or the world, right? There's a gentleness to their character, okay, where they're not quick to judge, where they let other people show up as themselves, which I think is really lovely. Misunderstood, but it came out in the reverse. So I feel like if there's been any sort of misunderstanding, that this is something that is going to be cleared up, where you can get clarity around it, is what I'm seeing as well. So that's nice. And we get the card blessings coming out as well. So again, a lot to celebrate, a lot of kind of beautiful special energy here. They see you as a blessing in their life, like a once in a lifetime opportunity, something that feels very, very good to them. They hold you in very high regard, okay? They have a lot of respect for you is what I'm hearing from Spirit. We are in new territory. So yeah, moving into kind of like a new era, a new phase of this connection, right? Maybe moving from friendship into relationship, or from dating into something more serious, okay, and kind of dealing with all the fears that come up as a result of that, and all the excitement, you know, all those different emotions that we experience through those shifts. This has been a very positive reading, I have to say. It's been very different to the other two groups, and what's been coming through. Sometimes people don't like it when I do positive reading. I get into trouble. So yeah, if it's not your reading, if you don't resonate with it, if you want a negative reading, then or something which has more shadow in it, then you know, check out another one of my readings on the channel, because my readings do contain both light and shade. I check your social media all the time. This is from the Seasons of the Soul Oracle deck. So yeah, they're looking out for you. They love to just see you. It kind of elevates them to kind of just see what you're at, what it is that you're doing, to see you smiling, to see pictures of you looking happy. They're kind of checking up on you, finding out about you. So they can't help themselves, is what I'm hearing. They just love to find out what's going on with you. And we have you are so special to me. So I would say, all in all, that your person thinks you're very attractive, that they're all in. It may not always have been the case, or it may have been a little bit uncertain, but your person is all in with the way that they feel, with the way that they see the future. They see you in their future, okay? Is what I'm seeing here, and that they recognize that this is a soul connection, and that you hold a very, very special place in their heart, okay? That's everything that I have for you in this reading today. It has been my honor to read your cards as always. I've loved it so very much. Thank you for sharing your beautiful time and energy with me. If you want to find out more about this connection and where it's going, I do recommend getting a personal reading. There's nothing like having someone connect to your own energy. Psychic Source are offering Lumiere subscribers their first reading for just $1 a minute. If you haven't checked out Psychic Source yet, I highly recommend them. They're a really friendly platform. Okay, it's a beautiful way of getting a longer reading for a fraction of the price, because these things can be very expensive. So it's the best deal out there, particularly if you want all your questions answered, if you want someone to really dive in and give you a longer reading, you know, to have those questions answered. Will we be together? What are their intentions? What are the blocks? Why haven't we been together so far? How do they feel about me? All of that. Then a Psychic Source advisor can really help you and give you the answers that you need in your personal situation, okay? All the details of that deal are in the description box below this video, but remember the rules. Choose someone with a 5-star rating and lots of experience on the platform, and please know that Psychic Source offer a satisfaction guarantee. So if you're not happy with your reading, then you can get another reading absolutely for free with the advisor of your choice. All right, so but have an amazing week. Check that out if it resonates. I'm sending you lots and lots of love, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. You take care. Bye bye.